So I want to welcome you to the webinar and say thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to spend time with people that are interested in being in the helping profession. You know, helping people and watching them grow and have breakthroughs to success is so exciting. It's something that I'm truly committed to. And I just want to share one of my whys. I founded the company in 2006, and I've been training coaches ever since then. Over 5,400 coaches have been trained through this same training that you'll be going through. And one of the reasons that I'm so committed to this is because I truly believe that inner peace, and we know that there's, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of people in the United States alone that are on antidepressants, on medication to keep them in good spirits. And you have to ask yourself, what is that all about? And to me, what that's about is they aren't on their path. If they were on their path, their purpose, their divine purpose, the purpose that they came here to fulfill when they were born, then they would be living a life of passion and purpose, and they wouldn't need antidepressants. And I really believe that that's true. And one of the things that I know about coaching is that it helps people to go inside and find what they are really passionate about, what they are feeling purpose-filled about. And once they do that, they begin to develop an inner peace and a knowing that they're on their path and doing the right thing. So once that occurs, people that were stressed out, unhappy, unfulfilled go from that to being passionate about what they're doing, purpose-filled, and living a life that they absolutely love. So my goal is to take people from having inner turmoil to having inner peace to having outer peace, and peace in their lifetime and peace in their family, and just, happiness and joy. So that's my purpose. My purpose is to help people have a lot of inner joy and live a passion, purpose-filled life. So, and I discovered coaching in 2005, and by 2006 I realized what a powerful tool coaching was for transformation, and I wanted everybody to have access to it, so I started teaching coaches what I was doing. So today what I'd like to cover, there's quite a bit of information here. I'd like to cover about, we have third-party accreditation. I'll share with you what that means and how powerful that is for all of our coaches. We'll talk about what coaching is all about, the opportunities available to coaches, the earnings that coaches can expect, what it takes to be a coach, why clients hire coaches, why you would want to become a certified coach, how we can get you trained in only 16 hours of online practicum, and also about the coaching system, and I'll walk you through a little bit of what that system looks like, and also what every great coach should know. And then at the end of the webinar, I have a special offer for you for attending today. And if, we like to reward action takers, right? That's what coaching's all about. So I'm going to coach you to make a choice and a decision today by throwing in an extra bonus offer. And I can only make that available for 24 hours because it's only available to those who take action. And it's a crazy good bonus, and I'll share that with you when I get to that point in the presentation. So third-party accreditation, what does that really mean, and why would I want that? What it means is that you are earning a certification, actually a credential, and the CPC is a trademark credential now, and it is managed by the Strategic Learning Alliance. And I have developed a relationship and a partnership with Strategic Learning Alliance. In fact, I brought so many people to the Strategic Learning Alliance that they nominated me to be the president of SLA. And so I'm the president of Strategic Learning Alliance as well as the founder of Wainwright Global. And I want to share with you, third-party accreditation means a lot, because it's not just Wainwright Global saying you've earned a certificate. It is Strategic Learning Alliance confirming by your final exam and your 2 portfolios on your clients that you turn in that you are indeed a certified professional coach and you have earned your credential. So that's kind of the benefits of that. So it means that our credential indicates, here's another thing, the Strategic Learning Alliance is affiliated with Seattle Pacific University, which is noted there on the screen. Seattle Pacific University is a top 15% graduate business program, which this coach training that you're going through right now is now offered through them. It does cost substantially more because of registering with the university as a student, and also you can get university credits by doing that, but the university credits cost more because you do need to register with Seattle Pacific University. So it's demonstrates the caliber of the training that you're going to be getting. You'll have the recognition of your credential because it's a third-party credential. Unlike some of the other credentialing bodies out there, the ICF, the IAC, and there's a CFC. There's quite a few other bodies that are awarding a credential. However, they are not third-party accredited. It's meaning they're saying you're certified and you've earned this because I say so, basically, because the ICF says so or the IAC says so. Now, I recently found out that there's only 650 master coaches from the ICF worldwide, so that was quite shocking. And we've absolutely trained and credentialed more than that through this process. So this is a company with a legitimate foundation that you'll be joining, and we have a community, and I want to share more about that in a little bit later as well. Another thing is we can provide through our affiliation with Seattle Research Partners, if you're a human resource associate or a member of human resources, then and you need like a SHRM certification, so it's a SHRP, which is a senior human resource professional, or a PHR designation, and you need CEUs for that. We can provide that for you too. So my mission is to provide the finest professional coach training and certification to individuals, and to train you so that you can make a difference in the world. I want more people to experience coaching, and we have this proven system of coaching. I'm going to share with you in a minute more about that. So question I get asked a lot, what is coaching all about? Well, coaching is to the 21st century what therapy was for the 20th century. And you might wonder, what do I mean by that? Coaching is really forward-focused, and therapy tends to be past focus. It's like what happened, what went on, what's wrong, and you end up reviewing and rehashing and trying to heal the past. And that is a very necessary step to take in the process of transformation or growing or personal growth or whatever, because a lot of times people carry so much baggage from the past that they can't move forward, and we want them to be able to move forward. So therapy was important, is important in some cases, and we also recommend that you align with therapists as a coach, so that if you get a client that really isn't ready for coaching, you have somebody to send them to, and vice versa. If they get clients that really don't need therapy anymore and they're ready to move on, you want to be in the therapist roster so they can recommend possibly coaching with you. So coaching is looking forward. It's about where do you want to go, what are you passionate about, what steps do you need to take to get there. And the beauty of that is that you're helping people to go inside, find out what they're passionate about, find out what their purpose is, and then you're holding them accountable to take the steps forward to make it happen. And it's just really so amazing when your client calls you even after the first month and says, oh my God, I had this huge breakthrough. It happens all the time with our coaching system, and so I want to share more about that too. So here's an interesting thing too. People think that, oh, I couldn't coach because I don't have all the answers. Well, that's not coaching. That's consulting. When you are called in to have all the answers, that's when you're consulting for somebody. So if you were called in as a computer consultant, you would be expected to be able to answer all the questions. The hardest thing or transition that I had to make going from coaching to consulting was I no longer have the answers. You don't have the answers. As a coach, you don't have the answers. Only your client can know what their passion is. Only your client can know what their purpose is. Only your client can know what steps they're willing to take. So coaching is about asking the questions to help your client move forward in life and find out what, and go inside, discover what it is they're passionate about, and move forward. So to be a great coach, you don't need the answers, but you certainly do need the questions, and we're going to give those to you in the class. Coaching changes lives for the better. It helps people to live a life of passion, to find out what's important to them, and then to take steps to actualize that. And people do want accountability and structure to help them on their path to achieving their dreams and goals. They want to be held responsible for taking those action steps. It's so easy, in our world to just let things slide and let it slide and let it slide. And I call, I say, I tend to procrastinate. If I don't have a coach, if I'm not working with a coach, and if I'm not don't have my list of to-dos in front of me, I can be a procrastinator, just as well as anybody else can. And so having that accountability and the structure is something that certainly has moved me forward very quickly. And I like having somebody in my corner who is there to support me and encourage me and motivate and inspire me to keep moving forward, and so does everyone else. So what are the opportunities available to a certified professional coach? That's a great question. The opportunities available are many. I want to share with you some of the things that are available just through our coaching. We teach a system of coaching, which is great news, because that means you can take our system of coaching, which you'll learn in the class. You'll learn it focused on life, because everybody has one and you're all in the same room, and it gives us a common thing to focus our coaching on in the class. However, when you get ready to go out and coach in the real world, you can coach in any area that you feel passionate about, which is brilliant, because we're teaching you a system. What you'll be doing is you'll be changing the focus of your coaching to an area that you're passionate about. So you can coach in an area, for instance, that's business coaching. If you love to talk to business owners, you'll learn a great system to go and coach people with their business. The same with health and wellness coaching. Really, it depends on where you're coming from. Spiritual coaching is a great way to help people stay on their spiritual path and help them have personal breakthroughs. Creativity coaching is another great one. Or weight loss coaching, helping people reach their desired weight. So there's, as you can see on the screen, over 50 different coaching niches. Now, we have an ebook that's available to you. If you want to go to lifecoachtrainingonline.com, on the homepage, if you scroll down on the homepage, there's a link to the free ebook, and it's called 52 Different Coaching Niches That Are Working Miracles Every Day. And you can download that book for free. Just go ahead and opt in, and the ebook will be made available to you by download. And it covers a lot of the different niches and what's the reason why they're different, and the different types of focus you would be having in those areas. Okay, I get asked a lot, how much money can I earn as a coach? And this just so much depends on you and your ability to get out there and market yourself as a coach, or whether you want to become an employee as a coach, etc. Now, the good news is that certified professionals, whether it's a certified professional coach, negotiator, or certified professional leader, whatever credential you're earning, now this is important too. You're earning a trademark credential that is third-party accredited when you come through this training, which does have significance if you're going to look for a job. So if you're looking for a job as a coach and you have a credential that is third-party accredited, it holds a lot more weight than saying, I have a certificate of learning from somewhere else, or a certificate of attendance from somewhere else. So earning a credential is a huge benefit. In fact, PayScale is a magazine, and they reported in April of 2013 that a credentialed professional could earn as much as 30% more than someone who does not have the credential. So earning that credential is very powerful, and something that will serve you well. Also, as you start out as a coach, I just did an interview with one of our coaches Tuesday, and he was sharing how he went from charging his clients $25 a week to $250 a week. And it was, of course, over time he built his community. So now, he's got a huge community that he's putting through his coaching experience, and it took him a while to build it up, but he started out by building a list and just getting out there and doing social media, and that was it. Social media, he built a list, and he just kind of was following some basic principles of internet marketing, and was able to be very successful. So that was really great to talk to him. His name is Craig Para, if you want to check him out. Anyway, so I just want to share, you can make as much money as you can dream of here. There's no limit to the amount you can make. I will share that I heard recently that Tony Robbins charges $1 million for a year's worth of coaching. So I'd say that's a ceiling, $1 million per client. But I know other coaches, that charge $50,000 for a year of coaching, or $10,000 a month for coaching. So it's really up to you to set your rate. And I recommend, that you start out what you feel comfortable charging, but that you always are increasing your rates. With every new client, you can increase your rates. Once you've got a solid base of clients and you're earning however much you wanted to earn at that point, you can always increase your income by upping your rate with every new client that you bring on. So just a thought there. Okay, coaching is one of the fastest growing professions out there. In fact, there's really not enough coaches out there, in my opinion. There's a lot of mental health counselors, there's educational and school counselors, there's HR professionals out there, which are, HR professionals have coaching as really part of their job as well. And if you look at those totals, you can see that that's what we have in the United States. And if you look at the number of coaches worldwide and the number of coaches that we're aware of in North America, we're way behind when it comes to the number of coaches that are out there practicing versus the number of other helping professionals that are out there. So I believe we have a long way to go to get coaching out in companies and in the marketplace. And while I'm sharing about companies, we recently went and trained at Boeing up in Seattle, Washington, and it was so well received. They're sending more and more people through this training. So that's really, really exciting for us too. So coaching is a growing opportunity, and if you go to Indeed.com, you'll be able to search for coaching jobs there, and you can also do some research. They have, I can't remember how many different types of coaching they have on there, but there's a lot. Athlete coaching, so not coaching for the game, but coaching athletes is a very growing industry. And when I looked at it the last time, it said it was growing. It grew by 1,500% over the last 5 years. So athlete coaching is huge. If you like sports and you want to coach athletes to be in their greatness all the time, not just on the field, well, that's a great place to go. So I get asked a lot, what does it take to be a coach? Do you have to have a special background, or do you have to have a degree? Do you have to be a certain age, or am I too young, or am I too old? And the truth is that the answer to that question is absolutely not. You don't have to be a certain age to coach. There's always going to be somebody younger than you to coach. There's always going to be somebody that doesn't know that isn't at your level, if you will, and then you'll be able to get out. You'll be able to help them a lot. And I wanted to share with you our community of coaches here, where their backgrounds come from, and we have a lot of them, as you can see. They came from a very diverse set of backgrounds. We haven't had an actor. What's her name? Sherry O'Terry came through from Saturday Night Live and took the training. And so we've had actors, attorneys, authors, business owners, so many different kinds of background people that have come to the training, homemakers, business owners, like I said, psychologists, ministers, people from the helping professions mostly. So we've trained a lot of therapists, and we've trained medical doctors, and actually a couple of brain surgeons, which was really interesting to have them come through. They wanted to change into a more holistic field. They realized that it's a whole body, not just a brain that they're working on. It's a whole person, and they wanted to know how they could do more and make a difference holistically as well. So really a lot of different people come through the community and through the training, and either they add it to their tool belt or they go for it full time. So very exciting. The thing that we all have in common is that we all love to help people. We're all passionate about that. I personally love watching people have breakthroughs, and the phone calls where people have had extreme success are just, it's so rewarding for me to see that. And I'm sure, getting a phone call from one of your clients in the beginning is really, really a thrill. So what is the single most important thing that it takes to be a great coach? I believe it's an authentic passion to help people enjoy positive changes in their lives. If you've got that, you're going to make a great coach for sure. Now, why do clients hire coaches, right? Coaching works. It's really shown to work incredibly. I just want to share with you, we create vision statements for a client, and I'm going to go into that in a little more detail later, but typically the vision statements are created with a 1 year out endpoint. So in other words, we create the vision statement saying, what do you want your life to look like in a year? And typically, for me, every time I've gotten one of those, that my vision statement has actualized in less time than a year. So that's really exciting. That you think that it's going to take you a year to do something, and then to find out that it actually occurs a lot faster than that. Why? Because you have a coach, because you're focused, because you're on point, because you have accountability. I mean, it all makes sense, right? So if you want to see things move forward in your life, get a coach or come to the training and you'll get coached during the class. Coaching helps people change their lives for the better. It's affordable. It doesn't carry a stigma with it. And that's something that, it's like therapy. People go, oh, you're going to therapy, so sorry, is everything okay? And with coaching, it's, yeah, what are you getting coached in? What's your goal? What are you going for? So it's a different conceptually, totally, when you're sharing that experience with people. Coaching also provides instant results. Within 30 days of having gone through a coaching session, receiving your vision statement, and starting to take action, you'll notice change. Change happens really quickly. It also provides lasting results, and that's because by the time you've had a coach for a few months and you've gotten into a new rhythm of being on point and on purpose and getting things done, the results and the changes last. It's not like you've gone through 1 or 2 sessions and then that's it. Even if you just listen to the vision statement, even if your client just does that, they're going to have phenomenal change in their life, and those results are going to last. Next question. Why would you want to become a certified coach? Okay. First of all, again, it's about passion and helping others succeed. You want to own your own business? This is a great business to have and start. Why? Because, you get to work from home or anywhere. Owning your own business has benefits anyway. Owning your own business gives you a lot of tax benefits, and I would recommend you talk to a certified professional accountant and find out what those tax benefits are. If you own your own company, you get to, there's so many write-offs involved. Like I said, check with your CPA, but there's your telephone, your location where you've got your desk, your computer, everything becomes depreciable, all kinds of stuff. Great benefits there. Working from home is another plus. If you've got kids and you want to work from home, you can do that too. I loved being at home. I started working at home many years ago as a computer consultant, and we finally were able to, for those that know, use a virtual private network and log into work from home, and that was really convenient. And then when I transitioned into coaching, it was just another great way that I could work from home. So working from home has worked for me for, oh gosh, about 15 years now. So great thing about starting a coaching business is there's very little startup costs. It's pretty much a desk and a phone. If you've got a computer already, you're pretty much already set. There's no inventory. You don't have to purchase inventory, store it, ship it, pack it, anything like that. So that's really nice too. And you can start part-time. You can get start with 1 or 2 clients and build until you have enough income to switch from your full-time job to your coaching business. And I love that you can coach in an area that you're passionate about. I highly recommend that. And then knowing that you made a difference in the world, creating a legacy. Even if you change one life, you've made a difference in the world. So being able to do that is something that it warms my heart to know that I've helped people. I've changed people's lives, and it's there's no greater reward than that. Also, earning what you're worth. When you get out there and you start commanding an income, you get referrals and recommendations. You can keep bumping your price until you get really comfortable and earn enough money to replace whatever previous income you had. So that's a good thing. Okay, I got more great news. First of all, we can get you trained in only 16 hours, and that's group training plus some practicum. As I mentioned before, you'll need to turn in 2 portfolios on your client, as well as you will take the final exam through the Strategic Learning Alliance, and they are the one that issues your credential and your certificate that you receive in the mail following. We have a proven training system, which is, as I mentioned, it's highly interactive. It's where you're going to learn some information, you're going to go practice, learn, practice, because there's so much content. If we just fed it all to you and then had you leave, you wouldn't be able to retain what we're teaching you. But because we're teaching you in increments throughout the day, it's a lot of information. You're going to get it, you're going to practice it, you're going to learn some more and practice, and by the time you're done, you'll really have a thorough understanding and comprehension of the system. And we guarantee that you will be successful through this process. Show up and you will succeed. We have live online training. Now, we do have in-person trainings. The next one I know is up in Washington. I believe it's going to be in October. So you could join us in October, or you can take the class online. Our next class is coming up in September, on a weekend in September. And the class, is, as I mentioned, is lecture, demonstration, practical exercises, highly interactive. We keep our microphones unmuted so that you can ask questions and get your answers right away and that type of thing. Our classes are mostly on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. However, we have found that some people cannot do that. So what we do is we keep a list of people that need the class during the week. Like a Monday through Thursday class, we do 4 hours from 8 to noon Pacific time on Monday through Thursday. That one we will put you on a list, and when we get enough clients for that class to happen, we'll put you through. So the Saturday and Sunday classes are on the website, and the live classes are posted there as well. Okay. More great news is that we have a coaching system, and I mentioned that a little earlier. We have a coaching system that has over 35 years of success behind it. It's been used by over 5,400 coaches in over 50 different specialties, and it's just, you know, it's brilliant is what I got to say. It's brilliant because it really works, and it's highly effective. And that's why we get a lot of referrals to our coaching course, because people take the class and then they want all their friends to take it as well, you know. The system is powerful, it's easy to learn, and it's easy to use. And I think that's what makes a system so great. When it is a system, it does make it easy to use. And the way that we train it makes it easy to learn. So this is what the system looks like. It's very simple. It's a new client interview. Like, there's 3 types of ongoing sessions that you're doing with your clients, right? First, you have a new client interview, which is where you find out where they want to go, what they want to do, what their passion is, what their purpose is, what makes them feel fulfilled, and then what steps they're going to take to actually make it happen. So that's the new client interview. From there, you're going to create a vision statement for your client. And there's a lot of detailed information that goes into creating that vision statement that you're going to learn in class. It's a very powerful thing, and when you deliver it to your client in the second coaching session, that's when you're going to understand about the vision, understand how powerful that vision statement is. Well, you'll get it in the class, but your clients, when you deliver that vision statement, are going to be so lifted up and so blown away, and this is one of the most powerful things that happens in the class, is during that delivery of the vision statement. It's an aha moment. It's it's a time when everybody mentally steps into who they really are. It's just so rewarding to receive and to give that vision statement. And it's hard to describe for me because it's so experiential, but I hope you get to come through and experience it, or hire one of our coaches and experience it with them. All your ongoing sessions then are about the goals, plans, and actions that you'll be taking, your client will be taking moving forward. So what steps do they need to take? When are they going to get it done by? And what is their reason for wanting to do that, so that you can keep them motivated? So it's your job at that point to motivate and inspire and keep your client on task for moving forward, and to find out if they're not moving forward, to find out what's getting in the way and what can they do differently. So what should every great coach know? Well, a great coach should know how to clearly identify and articulate their clients' goals, should be able to help them develop a strategy to success and overcome roadblocks. Now, does this mean that you have the answer to them overcoming the roadblocks? No. It means that you ask the question, so what are you going to do differently, right? Or if they're telling you what's going on and they're not making progress, it's, so how's that working for you? Not so good? Okay, so what can you do differently? Again, it's all about the client. It's all about you as a coach staying in the question so that you are not consulting, you're just there to be coaching them. Now, while I'm saying that, I might as well just throw in, if you are a consultant, if you are a therapist, you can absolutely switch roles, but it's really important that you let your client know that you're changing hats. You're not any longer being a coach or being a therapist. Can I put my therapist hat on and share some things with you? And I think, then it's okay, but you got to let them know and make a clear distinction between coaching and consulting, or coaching and therapy if you are a therapist. The next thing is you want to help them identify and eliminate limiting beliefs. Now, in the class, we're going to help you with that. We're going to point out language that is limiting, and you'll be able to identify it when your client says something that's limiting, and you'll be able to call them out on it and ask them, can you think of doing that? Can you think of another way or a reframe on that to make it more empowering? And holding clients accountable to their dreams is key, as well as helping your client to step outside of their comfort zone. Now, I believe that that's what keeps so many people stuck, is they get stuck in their comfort zone, but we've got a great tool for helping them out of it, and you're going to learn about that too. So in the class, you're going to learn how to gently ease clients through their ceiling to success. You're going to learn the roles, responsibilities, and ethics of coaching so that you are coaching within the boundaries of what coaching is. You'll learn how to be a great coach, and you'll learn about the theory of the mind, the power of the mind. Our mind is everything. If you ask me, everything happens between our two ears, right? You're going to learn about neuro-linguistic programming. If you don't know what that is, it is communication techniques, and it's how to develop rapport instantly with people, which is important when you're first communicating with your client. Before you have that first coaching session, when you're in the enrollment process, you want to be able to develop rapport with your client right away. You don't want to have to take 2 or 3 weeks to get rapport, because you really have maybe 15 minutes to half an hour in the enrollment process for them to feel really comfortable with you. So we're going to teach you how to do that. We're going to teach you how to develop that rapport instantly and create that trusting relationship instantly. We're also going to talk about decision-making factors that are identified by neuro-linguistic programming, as well as Socratic questioning and listening skills. You're going to learn about power words and personal prose. And you'll learn about the circle of personal perspective, which helps your client get really clear on where they're at now and where they'd like to be. You'll learn about the questions and the categories that you're going to discuss with your client. You'll actually jump in and do a coaching session with one of the students in the class. So you'll get the coaching from the client side as well as the coaching side of the table, which I think is really, really important. That's why I don't believe in, learning coaching from a book or learning coaches from a self-directed course, because you need to sit on the client side of the table and realize the impact that your coaching is going to have on your clients, and you can't do that if you don't experience the coaching firsthand. So you will get coached in class. You will leave with a vision statement. You will create a vision statement for your client in class as well. And that's the homework at the end of the second session of the course. That's your homework. Then you're going to deliver that vision statement, and as I said, this is a very experiential, emotional, sometimes moving moment, and it bonds you with your client like no other. You will then have the third coaching session. You'll be conducting that, and the third session is going to be like all your ongoing sessions. It's where you're setting goals, due dates, accountability, when are they going to get it done by, what's their motivation, and such. You'll also learn a couple more tools for your success, and that's called the State of Personal Power is one of them, and another tool is the Self-Discovery Forum. You'll also review everything. We're going to give you a review of the coaching system and the tools, and you'll be very well prepared to take the assessment test. We will also be discussing your coaching practice, the business of coaching, how to get out there and set up your business, how to promote yourself, how to do record keeping, collect fees, and all those kinds of things that you want to know when you're first getting started. We're going to work with you on your elevator pitch, getting your business cards, your slogans ready, and that type of thing as well. All of that will culminate in a credential, and you will receive a hard copy certificate that looks very much like this. And you will, once you've been through the training, you will have mastered the system. You will understand and have the experience of being both a coach and a client. You will have the confidence to get out there and coach people with hands down, no exceptions. You will feel very confident to get out there and start coaching, which is, you know, great news. That's what you want when you leave a training. You want to feel prepared and ready to go. And I know that I've been in a lot of trainings where I haven't felt prepared and ready to go to, you know, do what I specifically came for. I just like to share that that is not the case in this course. You are going to learn everything that you need to get out there and be a very successful coach. So more great news is that your investment includes a lot. It includes our coaching course. It includes anytime if you want to send us an email or call us, we're here for you. We always have a master coach available to answer questions. You'll have a lifetime use of our coaching system. You will have the training manual, the handouts, the tools, the reference guide, the exams included. That's another thing you can look out for with a couple other organizations that do certification, not credentialing, but they do certification. They don't include that. You'll have to pay additional, like IAC is $325 just for the exam. And I'm not sure what the ICF charges. But you will get your hard copy certificate from the Strategic Learning Alliance and membership in the Strategic Learning Alliance professional community, which is great. It includes a lot of things, and I'll share with you a little bit. There are 2 assessments in the community that are available to you as a coach. Not only do you get to use the assessments to find out how you fare, one of them is an assessment on your soft skills, another is assessment on your core values. Well, you can take both of those assessments and read the results, and it's always kind of fun to see what your results are, but know that you can then turn around and share those same assessment tools with up to 4 of your clients, no charge. So that's a really nice gift that you will have as well once you come to the training and get access to the professional membership community.